It was winter in Greenbrier County, West Virginia, a place isolated by mountain ridges, thick forests, and whispering winds. Snow blanketed the winding paths leading through the hollows, silent except for the occasional call of a lone crow. In a small farmhouse nestled in the hills, a tragedy had just unfolded. On the morning of January 23, 1897, Erasmus Stribling Trout Shue, known to locals as Edward or simply Trout, sent a young boy to fetch his wife, Zona, who hadn't left her bed all morning. The boy trotted over the snow-covered ground to the Shue's small, modest home, and upon entering, was greeted by an unsettling silence. There, at the base of the stairs, lay Zona. She looked as if she'd fainted, her body strangely still, eyes wide open, her neck twisted in an unnatural way. The boy fled the house, terrified, and returned to Trout with the news. In minutes, Trout arrived, lifting her body with a tenderness that belied his rough demeanor. But by then, it was too late. Zona was gone. Zona's mother, Mary Jane Heaster, lived nearby. She had never trusted Trout Shue, the blacksmith Zona had married only a few months prior. From the moment Mary Jane heard of her daughter's death, a dreadful certainty gripped her heart. This wasn't a simple accident or fainting spell. Zona's death was no mere twist of fate. Mary Jane tried to mourn, tried to be consoled by the preacher's words as Zona's coffin was lowered into the cold West Virginia earth. But she could not shake a lingering sense of dread. She prayed to the heavens and pleaded to Zona's spirit, begging her daughter to tell her the truth, to give her a sign, a vision, any whisper from beyond. On a cold night, just days after the burial, Mary Jane's prayers were answered. She awoke to a chilling sensation, feeling as if the air had thickened around her. A faint, icy glow appeared at the foot of her bed. Her heart pounded as she saw the unmistakable figure of Zona, her daughter, surrounded by a cold, ethereal mist. Zona's form grew clearer, and as her mother stared, horrified yet transfixed, Zona slowly reached for her own neck, twisting it as though to reveal something hidden. She whispered words that Mary Jane would never forget. Her husband, Trout, had killed her, squeezing her throat until her last breath had left her body. Haunted by these nightly visions, Mary Jane could not rest. She stormed into town, recounting her visitations with anyone who would listen. She pleaded with the county prosecutor, demanding they investigate her daughter's death. Though skeptical, the prosecutor noted her fervor and, reluctantly, ordered an exhumation. When the coroner opened Zona's coffin, a chill ran through the small gathering. Zona's body, though decayed, still held signs of her struggle. Her neck bore the unmistakable signs of manual strangulation, bruises, fractures, and twisted bones that confirmed her mother's worst fears. Word spread fast. Trout Shue, who had been acting strangely ever since Zona's death, was now a prime suspect in her murder. During his trial, Mary Jane took the stand. She testified about the ghostly visions, recounting how Zona's spirit had visited her night after night, each time showing her twisted neck and silently accusing her husband. Though some dismissed it as madness, others were captivated by the chilling testimony. The court murmured as she described her spectral encounters in detail, and it was clear that the eerie accounts influenced the jury's decision. Trout's defense tried to ridicule Mary Jane's story, but the evidence was undeniable. The physical injuries, combined with his history of violent behavior, painted an incriminating picture. After days of deliberation, Trout Shue was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. Though Trout Shue spent his final years behind bars, the tale of Zona's death and her spectral testimony spread far and wide. Locals told the tale around fires, recounting the night Mary Jane Heaster was visited by her daughter's spirit. They say that on certain winter nights, when the wind is just right, Zona's ghost still roams the hills, searching for justice, her story carried on the chilling breeze. Zona's grave still lies there, marked by a simple stone, and those who wander too close claim to feel a chill run down their spines. Some even say they can hear a whisper on the wind, a faint sorrowful voice warning, "Beware of the Greenbrier Ghost." The Greenbrier Ghost remains one of the only cases in American history where a ghost's testimony was instrumental in securing a conviction. Though some may scoff, dismissing it as nothing more than folklore or feverish imagination, others believe that Mary Jane Heaster did indeed commune with her daughter from beyond the grave. In Greenbrier County, the story endures as both a warning and a chilling reminder that some spirits will not rest until justice is served.